Welcome, this is Kinesiology 339, and what I want to do in this little sequence in this video is share my warm-up with you. So give you a warm-up that you can practice or teach or use if you want in the future. And it just gives you an idea of how to warm up the full body in all different sorts of ways. And you may have more creative ways to add to this eventually when you make your own warm-up up, but here's what I have to share. So, what I'm going to do is first kind of go through all the parts of it, and you can join me. You're going to get up and practice that with me. Just practice all the parts, and then I'll put the song on and I'll teach it a little more quickly with a song. So yeah, there's that. Is that all I want to say? I also just want to mention that I'm going to share this with you. It's going to be an outline. You'll probably have already seen the warm-up and all the parts to it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to follow. So come on up to standing. Don't need a lot of space for this. And you're going to start with the feet. I love starting with the feet because they are the foundation of your body. Okay. And one more point, you will notice that I'm barefoot. This room, it's very useful to be barefoot in this room. It keeps it clean. I also teach barefoot fitness. That is a style that I've learned over the last 5 or 6 years. And so it interests me to strengthen through the feet and the ankles along with the rest of the body. However, if you want your athletic shoes on, no problem, no big deal at all. Okay, I'll talk about barefoot fitness sometime because I really enjoy it. But that's not what this is about. Lift your toes and heels. So this one is called the roll through. Just working through the feet. So you're strengthening through your toes, you put them down and lift. It's a little piece of barefoot fitness. Strengthen. And then you can add in the arms because you just want to add a little more action into what you're doing, and you can lift up. This would also just be a heel raise. I'm sure you've done that before in your workouts. Lifting up, building up the calf strength. But I like the add-in of the toe lift is what I learned once, and I really like it. Kind of gets the full foot action. Awesome. Then a little balance practice. So you lift the heels up, and you guide your class to take their arms out, and challenge balance. So what do you do if you're going to fall over? How do you counterbalance yourself? An awesome skill to practice with people in a really simple way sometimes, and sometimes in more challenging ways too. So now taking my feet a little wider, I'm going to carefully roll the ankles. So I'm going to roll it out and feel the outer ankle, and then roll it in and feel the inner. So you're going to notice, you're practicing with me, right? You're going to notice that one direction is probably much harder. So it's still a little bit my roll in. However, I've been doing this forever now, and they have balanced out a lot. So like anything in your body, you can train yourself out of or into better form. So into the feet and the ankles. The last little foot thing warm-up is the top of the foot, a gentle stretch to the top. I sometimes call this curtsy. Or it can be a bow too. And I'm going to take the other side. Awesome. And then a little march. Marching is also always a wonderful transition, a little something to add in, especially when you're thinking like, shoot, what's next? Come on, everybody, march with me. And then you take it wide. Takes you out to a wide stance. We'll be here for a few things. Good. Starting here, we're going to go into the upper body, into the chest and the back. So it's a movement like this where you open and curl. In my yoga, in my stretch, this move always comes in also. And my fitness fusion. Open and curl. This is my class called Fitness Fusion. This is the warm-up I do for Fitness Fusion. Open and curl. And then shoulder circles. So one at a time, it's like this. Around, turns the waist, and then the other one around. So this style for me, it does end up turning into kind of like a little dance move because I like that. But it also could be in any warm-up, just shoulder circles of any sort. Super good to do, right? Awesome. So the next one, we're coming down into the waist twisting. So the first one's called a tight twist. That's where the legs stay still, and you just come right into here and you turn. See the shoulders? But my legs are not moving anywhere. So you kind of have to cue that when you're teaching. Hold your legs still, turn right in here. Shoulders, cueing is pretty key and important. How to cue, simple and sweet, so people catch it. And then loose twist. That's when I start to let go of the legs and let it go. All right, so there's a loose twist. One more thing with the legs set wide. It's called a side bend sequence, so it could be, you could just keep it real simple in your warm-up. You're like, okay, a few of these. Nice, a few of these. Mine turns into a little more sometimes. I like reaching there a few times. Then I reach cross, back, try that one out with me. Cross and back. Then scooping down like this, scoop down and up. I like that little bend, like it's a functional movement. Grab something, pull it up. And then I love sweeping back, sweep over your shoulder. Look back, see where you're tossing something. A little bit of that on each side, okay? Reach, pull. So going into side reaches, having yourself come down, scooping things up, all good warm-up ideas. Yes, now you do a little marching transition, and you can bring your feet a little closer with that. Yes, I want to get into the heel stretch. I don't always fit this into the warm-up, but I really love to stretch the heels. There's not a lot of things I stretch in the warm-up usually, but heels, yes. So my back foot is very straight, my front knee is bent. And so it's going to go into a power knee in a moment. The power knee is something I use in my workout, so this is like a rehearsal move. You'll read about that in the summary that I give you. So rehearsal move kind of prepares you for the workout move that you're going to do later. So we're just doing a slow one. It's like this. Pull it up, power, and back. Maybe 2 of these, maybe 8 of them. It's kind of up to you. And you switch to the second side. Take a moment with that awesome stretch of the heel. Let it open up. Deep breath. Always good to cue breath. And then right here. Pull through and back. A couple examples of that. Awesome. We have 2 more things we're going to do. Slow squats and then something called ankle switches. So I'm going to set the feet into squat. Talk about turning the toes a little more forward. Sitting back into the glutes. Checking that your knees. Anyway, with the squat, there are a million cues. You don't want to flood people with too many. Sometimes you just have to mention 1 or 2. Core engagement. Take it slow in a warm-up. But sometimes my music's kind of asking me to go a little faster. You'll see the song I choose. And then finally, ankle switch. Front, out. Check that out. Let me move back a little bit. Out of the sun. Front, back. So it is practicing a little foot and ankle awareness, how to switch quickly, and building strength within that area. Good. Awesome. So now you got the basics. You're going to practice with me one time. I'm going to put a song on, see how that goes. Stay right there. I believe the music is just going to sound okay, but it's going to do the trick. So how do we start? With the feet together. And into the roll through. Toes to heels. Toes. So first, sometimes I leave the arms out and I focus on that. And you'll see when you first get to know a class, they're going to do exactly what you do. And then after a while, they're kind of moving ahead of you, like they can read what you're going to do next. Especially if you like to repeat certain moves. So the arms. Sometimes I try to slow them down, like, hold on, not that yet. Wait with that. Getting to know, so warm up, getting to know your people. Looking around, seeing how people are feeling. Lift up, balance practice. Ooh. Nice. Drop that. Just a little moment with the ankle roll. You roll it out, you roll it in. I'm going to see if I can use the V. And now a little faster if you'd like. Keep it slow if you want. Always thinking of little modification moments which you can save in order to give people different ideas, different possibilities. So I did the top of the foot here, stretching it out, and then over to the other side. Deep breath, reminding people to breathe, right? up into the upper body, hands up to the shoulders. Then you can open the chest and the back. Let's start off slow. Chest. And you might feel how I'm using the beat of the music, if you can hear it well enough. Forward and back. Forward and back. Let's go faster. So I'm going to go back and forward. Try that. Nice. All right, so now taking it forward, circle it around. So you take your right and your left. Right. Waist turn. I wonder if this one could be faster. Well, check it out with you carefully. Let's see. So this is an example of where you see I get a little dancey. It doesn't have to be. It could be a slow, purposeful move. Whatever you need. Waist turn. Waist turn. So this is the tight one where your legs are still and strong. You can squat down into them a little bit. Warm your legs up. Wake it up. Shoulder turns. Whew. Loose twist. 4, 3, 2, good. Into our side bend sequence. Taking an arm over. Setting the legs up strong. Reach. And pull. I'm going to go faster now. Reach. Pull. You can stay still like this. It doesn't have to dance around. Cross your body. So a purposeful move like so. You could lunge, or it could be more like slide through. So many ways. And scoop down. Just a few. Woo. And then sweep back. This is where you can practice that functional movement of scooping back. Good. Other side. Stretch long. Let me do the same thing. Slow one. Reach. And pull. Just a second. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Take it across your body. 4, 3. Sometimes the counting down is very helpful. Scoop down, down, lift. Good. And then the sweep back, open your back behind you. Let your voice carry louder to emphasize something. Let them hear you. Last one. Good. Marching. Get down to it. Heel stretch into the power knee. Stepping back. Strong through the core. Give that heel a moment to stretch, and you can remind your participants to have strong core muscles here when you're leaning forward. Reaching. Feel that strength. Here it goes. In. Good. That's plenty. Set it up. Switch. It's good to have a specific number in mind. I'm a little nervous right now. Not as planned as I like, but I think this is going okay. Here we go. 3 of them. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right, setting up for squat. Toes are turned forward. It's nice when your feet aren't in the sunlight. People can see what you're doing a little bit better. Okay, I'll be back here for a second. Take a seat. And press. So a nice slow squat with me. You guys think of some cues that you might say while teaching a squat, especially a slow one because you have time to get people thinking. And then finish off with the ankle switch as the song wraps up. Four, 3, and 2, and 1. Thank you so much for playing around with me. I think I'll make more stuff here. It worked out all right, but let me look at this later.